Hi and welcome to the channel. This is Madhurika and today I'll share with you top 5 TV shows to watch on Netflix for your cultural knowledge or for the exchange culture. Now these shows are not just about one country or one culture, but it's about mix of both culture like American Korean, American Italian, American French. Yeah, American shows does a lot of cross culture shows, and that's what I've come across. I would highly recommend these shows to watch as these are the recent one. Like most of them are recent, and these are also the favorite kind of shows if you are someone who's interested into culture, languages, travel. These are the shows that actually show you the typical stereotypes of every country, what an expat can experience. So let's get started. So the number one show that I would highly recommend is Exo Kitty. Now it's recently launched. I'm already a fan of this show, and it's my number one, no, it's my number two show to watch, because in the first one I'll talk about it soon. But I've never watched any Korean show before, but after watching this I really want to watch more Korean or K-drama. So this show is a mix of American and Korean culture. The girl who's American has a long distance boyfriend called Dae in Korea, and she tends to get the same university in Korea where her boyfriend is studying, and she goes there all by herself and experience this culture. And of course her life is with a lot of ups and downs. As soon as she arrives to Korea, she understands that her boyfriend, her long distance boyfriend, actually had another girlfriend, and that was a clear shock for her. And the story goes on henceforward, but Minyoung and Dae are so cute here, and you have to watch this show. It's the cutest, I think. Next one is The Diplomat. Now this show is a mix. This is my number one favorite, and this show is a mix of American and British culture. So an American diplomat goes to London, and she shares her opinions about military alliances. And so this show has actually opened up like a whole new world for me in terms of military alliances and how the countries function together in terms of taking military decisions. It's really interesting to learn about the organization, and I've done my own research also about the organization of NATO and how these treaties are formed. But apart from that, the show is amazing. It has a lot of humor, and Kate Weiler, this actress, has killed it in the show. She's so good in it, and I don't think has it all. She is just brilliant. She has it all. She's just brilliant in the show, and do watch it. Next one is probably you all must have seen, but if you haven't seen, then it's Emily in Paris. Yes, it's the show to watch if you want to know about the French stereotypes. And after living here in France, I must tell you that all the stereotypes are true that is mentioned in the show. So yes, Emily, and to give a little background, Emily is an American girl who comes in Paris to work, and it's also the perspective of a lot of work culture that is shown in the show. So if you're an expat or if you're interested in France, you can watch this show. But to my opinion, I wouldn't suggest if you are a fan of fashion. It's not a show for fashion. It's more about the French stereotype and more about the life of Emily, and it's amazing. The next one is From Scratch. This is a mix American Italian culture show. Here, the American girl from Texas comes to Italy to learn art, and she falls in love with a guy. And the story goes forward that the guy also moved back to Texas. Somehow, in the first half, I lost my interest in it, and it wasn't that entertaining for me. But if you like Italy and if you want to see more of it, you can watch this show. But in my opinion, it wasn't up to the mark. Next one is Jane the Virgin. Now, this is humorous and it shows the Hispanic culture and more usage of Spanish language and Spanish culture. It's also a series which is not recent, but it's something that is always recommended, and the actress is amazing. Actress has done a great job in it. So for a fun watch and also to have a good time, you can watch Jane the Virgin. And the last one is Never Have I Ever. Now, this is also something that I've not watched, to be honest. I tried watching it, but I couldn't relate to it. But when I was searching for the shows about cultural exchange and the cultural knowledgeable shows, this was always on the list. So, if you can watch the trailer, if you like it, you can go ahead and watch it. But this was everywhere, so I thought of including it in the video as well. In Never Have I Ever, the Indian culture and American culture is shown in it. So, yes, if you're interested, you can watch it. I did research some shows which would have more of Indian inside, but I still haven't got it. If you know, then you can comment down below. And that was it from my side. Let me know which one of it was your favorite.